Well, I guess it's collection time again, and I've got two big boxes to go through in this collection. They're pretty massive. So here's a box cutter for scale. I don't have a banana for scale. But here we go. So there's both of these right here. The shipping said they're about 25 pounds a piece, but I can tell you this big one is definitely a lot more than the smaller one. But I'm going to dig these both out. My thoughts are with this is I'm going to open these things up, throw all the stuff on the table, and kind of dissect it through there. Most likely this is going to be several videos just like my other ones because this is pretty big. But I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to go and what it's going to look like. Now, I actually expect this to be kind of an organized collection based on what it is. So this came from an auction site. This is an auction zip one also. This one didn't come from Australia. This came from the United States. It's very nice packaging. So, oh, look at that. See that? That is packaging. So this auction, all this and this next box came from auction zip from a auction house. I think it was in Virginia. So not too far from me. I live in Massachusetts, so just a few states over. But 2 boxes, a bunch of cards. It's going to be a lot of singles, collections, things like that. And we're going to go through it now. So this is very nice. This is also a professional packing service, allegedly. So again, that Australian collection that cost me $2.90, which is kind of outrageous coming from Australia. This one coming from Virginia still cost me like $2.40 for shipping, which is pretty crazy. But already I'm liking the packing a hell of a lot more than the Australian one. So all right, what I'm thinking is I'm going to put all this on the table and we'll have to take it out piece by piece. So this may take a couple of minutes. A lot of long boxes. Now, the reason I'm thinking that a lot of this is very organized and sorted is because the way that the listings were described. So, for example, there is one lot in here that I bought this auction. I think it's like 7 or 8 lots I bought. Now, one of them said it was like a 5,000 counts Chronicles lot. Okay, put this down just for a second. It says like a 5,000 count Chronicles lot, which Chronicles, it's not that good, we know that, but the way that they described the listing was like, you know, it was very, hey, there's 10 of this, there's 20 of this, there's 50 of this, or whatever it was. So it was very specific about what it was, which maybe it kind of took the risk out of it because I know what a lot of it is, but there's also a lot of things I don't know that are in here. So this was gonna be cool to go through. So let's keep unpacking this. This is a huge box. Should be a couple binders in here too. So, holy bubble wrap, Batman. What is this? This is a very old box. Very old box. Okay. Lots of bubble wrap. So much bubble wrap I can't even see what's inside. It'll take me an hour just to unwrap these. I think I know what that is. That should be a booster box. This is a crazy amount of wrapping. I see a binder. Put that aside. Another binder. Oh, that's an old magic binder too. I didn't know that was in there. All right, this is gonna be a lot. Here's a box. This is a lot more than I thought. And this looks like a Stanley case. It is a Stanley case. Okay, cool. I didn't know that was in there, so I guess I get a free deck box case. I'll put this down. All right, so this is a lot. This is a lot to go through. All right, this is this is what I'm looking at here. That's a lot of stuff. This is a lot of stuff. Wow. So this is going to be probably a while to go through. But again, I'm going to go through it piece by piece. I think I know what this is just by the color. I can see through it. So I'm probably going to open that first. And that'll give me some time to kind of organize everything and set it up for more videos. This is going to be probably a whole video just to unpackage this. But let's do this. All right, let's set this down. Let's set this down. There's magic cards everywhere. So now, this entire lot that you see, so there's a Stanley case down here. I got 2 binders, a bunch of other boxes over there, a bunch of 800 count boxes, and this box here. So this entire lot, this was bought an auction zip from a site in, I think it was in Virginia. And this whole thing cost me $2,502. That is shipped to my door. And again, $240 of that was just shipping, okay? The actual amount I paid for the lots was significantly less. It was probably more like $1,800 or so. But there's, you know, a lot of these auction sites that people aren't aware of, they have buyer's premiums. And buyer's premium was like 25%. So you basically, whatever your winning auction is, you pay an extra 25% just to the auctioneers. That's kind of their profit. So I'll try to go through it and try to tell you what I paid for everything as I go through. This is the one seal box It's a small sealed box, but it's a very cool one. For people that like vintage magic. And honestly, I'm very happy I got a good deal on it. So here it is. Box of Fallen Empires. So why would somebody buy a box of Fallen Empires? Honestly, it's a great set. No, I'm sorry, it's not a great set. It's a great art set, great nostalgic set. But very, very cool. These basically on the open market go for about $500 plus tax on a TCG player. I only paid $300 for it, so that's why I bought it at auction. There was like 3 or 4 available, and I was the first one to grab one. I paid $300 with the buyer's premium. It was probably like $370 out the door. So honestly, these are going for $500 all day long. I paid $370. I'm very happy with that. Very cool Fallen Empires box. Comes some cool reserve list stuff, but a bunch of smalls. Nothing really crazy. So I don't even know where to start with this thing. This is crazy. So I think what I'm going to do is actually, I'm probably gonna have to, I guess I start taking it apart, right? What else am I gonna do? All right. Let's see if I can organize this in a way that's not a mess. This is a huge table. I still don't have enough room. Okay. Now, so let me try to explain what some of these lots are as I kind of open it. So the 2 bigger collections of singles here. Again, nothing crazy, super exciting, but I know there's enough value in here based on the listing that it's worth more than what I paid for it. So that's the good thing. The 2 main parts are there is a Chronicles lot of 5,000 cards, and there's Alliances lot of about 2,000 cards, okay? And let's see, get this out of the way. What does it say? Chronicles, sorted and inventoried. Combudge Witches, Gauntlets of Might. Gauntlets of Might, not Gauntlets of Might. I'm not going to show all this right away. I'm going to go through it in time, but I'm guessing just based on the listing and how they had like, again, if there was like a blood moon, they're like, oh, there's this many blood moons. Like it was very specific. Oh, Dan. Okay, like for example, let's see here. Dan. Tell me there's like a bunch of Dans. I got a feeling. Let's just see. See if I can get it here. All right, let's see. Like for example, like they didn't list how many Dans were in here, but I'm willing to bet the way they did this. Yeah, very organized. Okay, this is going to be nice and easy then for you to go through. Realize dance. Okay, Dans. For example, Dans weren't listed. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 71 Dans. Okay, so that's why I knew that this was probably a good lot to buy, was because a lot of these smaller stuff, I figured it was sorted. I figured it was inventoried very well based on the rest of the auctions, and so I was really curious to see how many extra little things are in there. So my guess is, like, say, for example, whatever this card is, Fallen, there's probably a million of them in there. They're probably all sorted together. Urnham de Jinn, very cool. So I will go through this in time, but first I'm going to get all this unpacked. Okay, so yeah, the Chronicles one, again, it was like 5,000 cards. Alliances was 2,000, and it was the only, I think it was the only Chronicles lots, but there was a couple of, like, Alliances ones. So it was tough because I would, trust me, when it came to this collection, this auction, I wanted to grab everything. But there's a lot of bidders, a lot of people going for it. What is this? Soul Crown Swamp King to War Elephant. So my guess is it's alphabetized, sorted, inventoried, like serious. Okay. Just keep going through. I think this one video is probably going to be me just like opening everything and kind of explaining the auction, and then I'll probably have to do a couple videos of going through everything. A lot of cards. And it's funny though too, like I think things like this are a good opportunity because you see a Chronicles lot at an auction. It's not huge money. It's not huge, like amazing things, but you can find some really good value in here. So I think that was kind of slept on. I think I paid for the Chronicles, the 5,000 cards was like $325, which I think, again, given what they said was in there, was a great deal. So I'll try to pick a random thing. Here you go. Hell's Caretaker. That's a good one. Hell's Caretaker. See, a lot of ogres. Yeah, all sorted. Just what I thought. Exactly how I thought it would be. So Hell's Caretakers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 of those, and they're worth, I think, a couple of bucks a piece. So again, all that's going to add up really quickly. Now, this is definitely, absolutely a lot that I'm probably going to list on TCG Player Direct because of it's already inventoried for me. It's already sorted. And so I can just list them very, very quickly and then just kind of move on. Yeah. Yeah, there's going to be a lot. There's going to be some things in here with just a million copies, which should be fun. Again, easy to sort through. Good. And the biggest reason was, like I said, there was a few of the valuable cards in Chronicles, which there isn't many of. You got your Astronaut's Altars, Concordant Crossroads. There's, forget, Blood Moon, a few of those. Now, there's a bunch of all those cards. That's why I grabbed these. We'll go through this in detail later. This looks like it's all Chronicles so far. What do we got here? More Chronicles. Abu Jafar to Claw Giants. So my guess is the Blood Moon's in there. Let's see if we can do a little spoiler and find it. Let's see if we can find it. Active Volcano. Abu Jafar. Arena of the Ancients. That's actually oh wow. That's actually a card that's like, I probably just messed that order up, didn't I? I think I did. I lost my spot. Okay, well, that's going to be a little disorganized right there, but we'll live. Argothian Pixies, Ashnod's Altars. I know there's a bunch of those. Wait till you see that later. I'll do this in full detail, but yeah, very organized. No, this is going to be great. So that was my thought too, was a lot of good singles of value. It's a set like, Chronicles that no one wants to grab because no one gives a shit about it. And I could swoop in, grab it for a good price, and I did. I'm really happy with it. Honestly, I would have paid even a little bit more, but it worked out pretty good. This looks like Alliances. So again, there should be probably like 2 boxes of Alliances in here. Probably, I'm guessing, same thing, sorted up. Not a lot of huge hits in Alliances, but there are some reserveless ones with multiples in here that I'm definitely going to find as I go through it. So let's get rid of that. This next big box. I will say this, the professional shipping difference between Australia and Virginia is wildly different. So Australia could take a couple lessons for packing from Virginia. But either way, let's go through this Alliances again. Unsorted, sort of. What is this? Empty box. Look, what's this chunk here? Let's see. I'm just curious. Scepters, whole bunch of scepters. Helm of Obedience. Okay, yeah, see, that's now you're going to see some of the spoilers right there. How nice is that? How many Helms of Obedience is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 Helms of Obedience. Those are about $30 a piece on average. So what's that? $330. And the best thing was this Alliances lot only cost me $300. So I think those Helm of Obedience right there literally paid for the entire Alliances lot. And that's why I did it. Plus, there was a bunch of other good hits in there as well. Don't remember what some of this other stuff is. Alphas. Now, I did not get an alpha lot, unfortunately. Unless they accidentally sent me one. I don't think they did. But let's see if they maybe made a big mistake and sent me some alpha cards. Because there were... Let's see. Let me open this up. Alpha... 1 of 1 inventory complete. It says alpha, but I did not order any alpha cards. That would be an amazing mistake if I accidentally got some alpha cards. I don't think it would. They're very organized. I don't think they would. No, that would be too much of a good thing. What is this? Oh, this is okay. So one other thing in this collection, which I'm really excited about. This one I'm really excited about is a lot of foreign black bordered old cards from 93, 94. So let's take a quick tease, a little peek here. There's gonna be a lot of foreign black border stuff. Force Spike. Is Force Spike reserveless? Or am I thinking of something else? Alabaster Potion. I'm not a huge foreign card fan, but the old foreign black border stuff, different story. And this collection in here should have about 1,300 cards of foreign black bordered stuff. And some of them are pretty spicy. There's gonna be a lot of bulk of stuff, small stuff like this. Build glyphs. But there should be a lot of, I know there's some spicy stuff in there that they showed in the pictures, which I'm sure are not in here. They might be in the binders. But yeah, this is like a bunch of small stuff. Ooh, see, as simple as that is though, like the foreign black border counterspells. So these are really cool because again, when it comes to foreign black border stuff, the old stuff, it's damaged. That's okay though. It looks like beta and people really appreciate it for the old black border. So these are fantastic. Didn't know there was a counterspell in here, so that's a nice little bonus. So of all these foreign cards, I'm not going to try to spoil too much. Oh, there's a Thunder Spirit. That's a good old reserve list card. I don't want to spoil all of this, but I'm definitely going to show some of it really quick. Coral Helm, Combage Witches, Strip Mine, very cool. Oh, God, that's gorgeous. Old Shivan Dragon, man. I'm not sure what language this is. I'm not sure if it's Italian, French, whatever it is, but old black border Shivan Dragon, fantastic. Caracas. Elves of the Deep Shadow, Spirit Links. Caracas, yeah. Yeah. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but this is gorgeous. Oh, there's one of them right there. Oh, look at that. Tutor de Maniaco. I'm not sure, again, if it's Italian, whatever it is. Heavy played, for sure. Definitely heavy played, but absolutely gorgeous card. So I'll go through this fully in depth later, but this is, again, just kind of a teaser setup video while I unpackage everything. Awesome. That said, alphas, and that really, I was like, that would be amazing. There was like some lots that had like, you know, literally like, hey, here's 500 alpha cards. Hey, this lot has 1,000 alpha cards. It was pretty crazy, and I was bidding on them. And honestly, the people that got them, like even just the alpha beta, this is open, the alpha beta lots that people got, they got them for really good deals. Like beta cards for like $2 a piece, you know, 1,000 beta cards, like $2 a piece, stuff like that. So really cool auction. What's this? Couple boxes. More Chronicles stuff. Okay. We'll do that all later. And then this guy. Let's see. Commander deck. I don't remember this. Oh, I know what this is. I forgot. There's also a lot of World Championship cards. And once you see them, you'll understand why. I know some people don't like World Championship cards. They're gold border, they're proxies, they're not real. I like them, and I got them for a really great deal. I'll explain that in detail as we go through. All right, so I just have the binders to do, and I'll show you all the boxes. I'll explain all the lots, and we'll go from there. Now, I did not expect this binder, so this is a sweet bonus. I did not expect this binder. So this is a very old, I'm guessing 93, 94, 95 binder. This is how it was back in the day, man. These are gorgeous. 3-ring binders. $12.95. I think they cost a lot more than these. $19.95 for this thing. Let's see. Yep. Okay, so foreign black border stuff. None of it, all of it's going to be foreign black border. There will be some foreign white border too. But again, a lot of smalls in here, but there will be some spicy ones. Basalt Monolith. It's a nice Basalt Monolith right there. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure these are all revised too. Black bordered Ashton's Altar. How cool is that? Gorgeous. I'm guessing Chinese. I'm not sure of the languages, but conditions good. Can't complain. But I think that these are all revised, I believe. Let me pull out a lens. There should be 94. Focus. 95, maybe it's 4th edition. Maybe it's a mix of revised and 4th. Obviously, some of them you know were only printed revised, so easy to detect which ones those are. But we'll have to go through. Is there multiples? Oh, and there's multiples too. Look at that. So Juggernauts. Not a small card, but still. Love the old foreign black border stuff. This is again, it should be like 1,200 cards of foreign black border, give or take. Library of Lang. The Hives are rare. Oh, I love the old Glasses of Urza. It's a classic card. Orkia du Olza. Oh, actually, you know what? These are different languages. So, yeah, they're sorted out. Different languages. Dingus Egg, that's a rare. Library of Lang again. Good card right there. Another Basalt Monolith. Like those. Blue. Perkle's Recall. Again, I'm not going to spoil all of it, but I'm curious to see a few things before I go deep into it. The Blasts, Control Magics are classics. Iron Fishes are rare. Ooh, look at this. That's nice. Yeah, I knew one of these would be in there. Copy artifact. Old reserve list card, so this is revised. So is it 94? No, it's 95. Okay, so revised ones are 95. Maybe the majority of them are. Fantastic condition. Revised, white bordered, foreign copy artifact. Gorgeous. All right, very cool. So yeah, it's a lot of those things I'm gonna be digging into later. This collection is probably gonna take a while to dissect, but that's okay. There's that one, and then we got one more binder. Crazy amount of bubble wrap. I mean, not complaining. It's a good thing. This probably should be foreign cards as well. Yep. Okay, foreign cards. There we go. Yep. Island Sanctuary, Veteran Bodyguard, Reverse Damage, Kismet, Righteousness. So some rares for sure. Yep. White cards, black cards. I don't know if there's anything huge in this one, but they said. But again, I got these lots for cheap dust to dust. There's a couple dust for dust. Those are good. So I think these foreign lots, there's two different foreign lots. One was like 300 cards. One was like 800 cards. So again, it was like 1,100 plus cards of foreign. I think I paid about 500 for both lots of foreign. I think that's about what it was. All right. And then we got this Stanley case. Okay, I know what this is. All right, hold on. All right, so this is actually pretty funny. This was actually like an accidental purchase. I'll be honest with you. It was like at the beginning of the auction, I was looking at something and I was checking to see if my bid was registered. And then I bid on this, and I think I paid 120 bucks for this, which I know I'm going to lose out on. This is a total mistake. But it's a bunch of like intro decks and like Planeswalker decks. I'm looking, I see some are open. Those look sealed actually. So I'll have to look at this later, but it's like 20 something intro decks. I'm sure that's like a total loss, but if those are sealed, which I think they are from the stickers, makes me a little bit of value there. But all right, so let me break it all down now. We got that. So 20 something intro decks. That was like 120 I paid for it. Again, didn't mean to buy it, but I did. This is a lot of World Championship cards, probably like 50 to 100, something like that. There's some good stuff in there. I'll show you later. I think I got that for like 120. I think that was a steal for like the 120-ish, whatever it was. Bunch of foreign cards, 2 binders, and there's 1 box of alliances. Let's see. 2 boxes of alliances. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes of Chronicles, plus this is the foreign stuff. I think that is like more valuable stuff. Man, this is gonna be crazy to go through. This is a lot. That's not even foreign. Okay. This is going to be insane. So yeah, overall, with shipping all said and done, oh, that's a beautiful Llanowar Elves. That's cool. Giant growths, Llanowar Elves, nice. Even though these are smalls, like people do really like these foreign black border ones. They look great in like old school decks. If you can't afford the beta ones, you get these for a fraction of the price. They're really nice. So again, all said and done, shipped. This whole thing was $25.02. I believe it was $25.02 shipped to my door. Like I said, the auction themselves was like $1,800 I paid, but then you get the buyer's premiums plus the shipping, $2,500. Yeah, this is gonna be a few videos, so I will see you guys shortly with the reveal.